Good morning, Vietnam. There is two pillars on which those demonic forces stand. Okay, the control, kind of a karmic lock. Okay, so they stand on two pillars. Okay, first pillar is the rituals they practice on children. The Abrahamic ritual, sacrificing the child, mutilating his genital, is a primary ritual. Okay, it's not movie bloody satanic ritual. This is very important for them. Okay, very important for those demonic forces, this fake god, this cheap demon. Okay, a golem, sometimes I picture him as a golem, stands on okay, this pillar. Okay, secondary pillar is the mistreating of animals. Okay, those animals you find on your shelves in the supermarket. It's kind of you know, contract. As long as we turn a blind eye on what's happening on for those cows and those chicken and everything, it is a karmic lock. It's a contract with those demons. Okay, so if one of those pillars is destroyed, it's already one knee down for this snake, double-headed snake. Okay, so he will be within the reach, okay, to cut his head. Very simple, guys. Two pillars. Yes. So of course everybody will go everywhere in all the subjects, but no subject really matter. Okay, you know, whiners, chicken run, I'm so trapped, you know, this sub demons, you know, unter demons, you know, little jeepers creepers and everything. Nothing really useful, you know, in them. So those pillars, if they fall, we have a different reality, totally. If we stop this this sacrifice of the children and this totally disrespect of the other forms of life, it will be another reality. Okay, so those demons operate with fear. Okay, they like to frighten the people, and they themselves are very fearful guys. Though they can seem like you know, arrogant and everything when they are in a position of power, the moment the equilibrium shifts, they become you know, like really pathetic. You know, like you see their real faces, how weak they are. Okay, this we don't compute that much with the spiritual evolved people, because fear is something like we don't really, this is ridiculous fear, it has not to exist in my life. Okay, so we forget how much it is the tool of control. So flipping the fear side, okay, the moment those demons lose control and they start to be afraid, you see crazy stuffs, guys, crazy stuffs. Me myself, it was hard to grasp this until I had a moment in my life where I had to take some action. Okay, I had a bunch of little demons, you know, in a human form. They thought I was weak or something, you know, guys, because I really, in real life, I'm very, you know, very humble. I try not to disturb and everything. So sometimes they mistake those demonic forces. They think you are weak. So a group of morons thought I was weak. Okay, so I had to push a little bit the action forward, and I was amazed how the whole structure collapsed. How they became, you know. So that was what we were, and I just did this, and now you are like this. You are literally crying, and curving your spine and everything. So I discovered, I forget how fear is important in their game and how they are subjected themselves to it and how to use it against the other, this sub-humanity, this mediocre humanity. Okay, so I'm not gonna waste your time on the details of my personal story, but I continue on Mr. Duterte. The guy you see in the photo was the president of Philippines. Okay, and Mr. Duterte main action was to fight the drug cartel. Okay, so Philippines had a problem with drugs, and Mr. Duterte had to take very strong action against this in a never seen before. Okay, never seen before. Guys, I'm not gonna explain to you the difference between dangerous drugs that are pushed on the societies to destroy them and Rastafari way of life in Jamaica or something, smoking a natural herb that makes you, relaxed and maybe less of being a slave and everything. And they put this kind of stuff in the same category of drugs. The double-headed snake put everything in the same basket so they can control everything. They can control the game. So I assume you are adults and understand what drugs I'm talking about. Okay, the drugs that makes demons. Okay, that you can push on a society and destroy it. Okay, like those drug cartels are very crappy. In Mexico and this kind of country, Colombia, very very crappy, guys. It's the worst people you want to deal with. Okay, especially when they push this on societies, on young people. There is what they call pushers. They will give some drug to some young teenager or something, so they get him hooked, and he get destroyed psychologically. Then the family get destroyed because he needs money and everything. So they destroy families, and you expand this and you destroy societies. So Philippines was in this kind of attack, I think, and Mr. Duterte decided to use the strong way, okay, to flip the fear, okay, flip the fear the other side. Okay, so he started the war. It was like this, where one night he was doing some speech, in front of families, mothers and everything, caring about their children being safe on the streets and everything. And Mr. Duterte said, if you sell drug, I will kill you. Okay, so starting a war. If you push drugs on people, I will kill you. Okay, so he put the fear the other side. Okay, and now Mr. Duterte is in court, international court of human rights, as a criminal. Okay, and recently he sent a message. He said to the police, to the military forces, I will cover you. I take full responsibility. When he was president, he said this is going to happen. They will take me to court and everything, and I don't care. I have to do what I have to do, protecting the structure of his society. I don't know the details, but I was not there. I don't know exactly what's happening. But in my sense, this guy is a legend. Okay, this guy is different than any other politician you see elsewhere. So. Yeah, I'm talking to the real people here, guys, not the dry eyes. If you can watch his interview and everything, you understand what I'm talking about. So the fear shifted. The fear shifted the other side. The authorities were using, it's like an emergency state where everything goes. They will ever hire private contractor civilians to target some drug dealers and everything. And you can imagine the mess. You can imagine the mess, because whenever you have drugs, you have also police being in the business, getting money to turn a blind eye on something and everything, or even getting in a very big chunk of the money. So they are also narco trafficantes. So imagine the fear in them also. So what they're gonna do? They're gonna go and kill the people that they had deal with, so they will not name them or something. So he spread, he flipped the whole structure of fear. Okay, it's crazy. Okay, there are many stuffs you can see on the YouTube about this happening in Philippines. Okay, so shifting the fear the other side and going a little bit harsh, like I did with this band of monkeys that I talked to you about when they thought I was weak. They thought they can do whatever they want, and I flipped the fear the other side. Okay, and I was amazed. Wow, they are that much. So the structure of a group can collapse like this with just two words. I see out of my. I just caught one alone and I talked to him, and I said, if something, I will all put you in jail. All of you and your friends. I would go and sit, and if anybody of your friend look at me in a strange way, you will be the first one to fall. Okay, and the fear was crazy, and I found the guy was beaten up with bruises on his leg. The others beat him not to repeat these mistakes. It was crazy. It was crazy. So the fear, when it flips, it becomes crazy. Okay, so yeah, so I had this this fantasy of mine. If there is another presidente, okay, another Rodrigo Duterte, okay, who tackle with those with the pillar of harming the children, the satanic sacrifice. Okay, imagine a Duterte. He says one night, a Duterte, a president, okay, a leader, saying if you harm children, if you practice any satanic sacrifice, I will kill you. Okay, so imagine all these pedophiles, devil worshippers, okay, bloodsuckers. Imagine the fear. Imagine if the fear shifts suddenly. What you can do can cost you your shitty life. Okay, imagine a Duterte doing this. Okay, and a pillar collapsing, one of the pillars of those demonic forces collapsing. Yes, so it can happen, guys. It can happen. And now the fear is shifting, guys, because we are getting so much powerful. The vibe is so high. We are impacting the events on this planet very, very much, guys. Very, very much. Don't underestimate the work you are doing on yourself and the impact it has on this planet. Okay, so like I said, master your energy. Okay, the different levels of your being, and connect with the morphogenetic field of your form and everything. Put your house there. Put your house there. And yeah, master your energies, and don't use bad intention on those dark forces and everything. The most powerful position is to be in the morphic field of the body and let the fate of those demonic forces to the big equilibrium of the big electron. I let it to the big electron equilibrium because I know when those pillars collapse, I know that those demonic forces will be wiped out in a very brutal way. Okay, it's the big electron doing it as the moment the contract, the karmic contract is destroyed. See you in the next video.